morning and happy Sunday, everybody. This is actually the second video I've shot for the week. I shot a video of Chumana last night. She was in shed, but not the end of the world. Realized afterwards that the lights were on the wrong setting, not the end of the world. And my camera angle was also a little bit off. I realized I kept getting closer and I was cutting my head off and stuff like that. Not the end of the world. Get to the end, edit everything. All of the little not the end of the world things just made the video not very good. And so I didn't want to put that out to you guys. So we're shooting a new video Sunday morning. That's why it's not out at 8 a.m. like normal. But I figured it's better to redo it and get you guys a much better video than it was to just push one out. So instead, we're gonna let Chumana hang out, get her shed out. We'll do a video of her another time. And tonight, or this morning, excuse me, we will do Juliet, her sister, who is a Lavender Motley. And we'll get her out and talk about her and show you guys everything. Alright, so this is Juliet. Juliet is a Lavender Motley, Lavender Albino. She's got a little bit of stuck belly shed, so we'll let her soak after this to get that last little bit of shed off. But she's a really pretty example, in my opinion, of a Lavender Motley. The Lavender Albino is obviously why you get the yellow. Lavender is when you have a purple albino combined with a white albino, you get lavender. They're an allelic combination. She's got beautiful eyes and a bone white head, which I really enjoy. I hope you guys are able to see that in the video. But she's a fairly decent sized animal. She will be 5 years old April 9th, I believe, so just a few months away from 5 years old. There's no real push or plan to breed her this year. If she cycles and goes, I do have an Anery super dwarf male that I would pair with her. So we would end up with het albino, and the real benefit of that pairing would be to prove out if she is het Anery. If we can prove that out, then that would be awesome. She is 66% het Anery. What that means is both of her parents were het Anery, meaning they had the trait but not showing visually. And what we want to do is pair her with an Anery so that we can prove out if she has the anerythristic gene or not, or excuse me, morph. But it'd be nice to know she is more of a pet, something different, to be able to produce a little bit different babies. But as you can see, just a wonderful snake. She's been with me since she was a baby, so going on 5 years now. And she was named by my good friend Steve. When I first got the bulk of the animals for Heartland Reptiles, I reached out to some of my close friends that were really supportive of the idea, and I asked them to name some of the animals. So my good friend Steve, actually my oldest friend, known him the longest. Our parents used to put our kid carriers next to each other while they got together for parties and stuff. But Steve named Juliet, and I liked having my friends name some of the snakes that really supported me, because it reminds me of my friends when I'm interacting with the animals and talking about them and stuff like that. And kind of just brought some other good people in to the memory of it all. So As you can see, she's got a little bit of stuck shed on her belly. We'll get you in a soak, yeah. But as you can see, she's just a real sweetheart. She always wants to get to the highest point on me, get to my hat, and she just views me like a tree. Not a whole lot of concern for glasses. They all like to knock my glasses off because they've gotten too big. When they were little, they would go across the top, but can't do that anymore. I figured it'd be fun to do some spotlights on the animals and actually try and show them off a little bit better, because they are also variable and different. Yeah, this girl is of age. She's of size. She will definitely get bigger. Like I said, she'll be 5 in April, but this is by no means full grown. She's very manageable, but she will get bigger as time goes on and as she ages. Yeah. She's a very curious snake. She's been desensitized. When they were young, I worked with them a lot to make sure that they were used to different things that they might experience. So I would put them, around my shoulder and let them hold on to me while I did chores around the room and stuff like that. I think it's good for the animals to experience a lot. Just like with dogs or anything else, the more they experience, the less apt they are to be scared of things. So she and all the others, when they were young, had a lot of contact with their face. Not restraining, but just so that they know that if somebody's touching their face, it's nothing scary, nothing to be worried or defensive over. And the reason for that is, in the event something does happen and she has to go to a vet, I didn't want it to be, the first time her head's ever been touched, being in a bad situation. So as you can see, she's not freaking out by that. She doesn't want something in her face like most of us, so she's gonna move and go around it. But I think it's important, especially if you're working with animals that will get bigger over time, that you get them used to certain things, touching their face, stuff like that. It's just like when you get a puppy, right? You put your hand in the food bowl when they're eating and they're small so that they get used to it and don't get food defensive, stuff like that. It's good to work with your snakes and get them used to that kind of stuff as well. And as you guys will see, I'm not going to put her over both shoulders. For the most part, she's never going to try to hurt me or squeeze around my neck or anything, but she's viewing me as a tree. Ugh, so much shed. She's using me as a tree, and so she's going to hold on tight so that she feels secure. So it's just always wise to make sure that you don't put them around both shoulders where they're gonna, squeeze around your neck. She wouldn't be trying to do anything, but the strength of even an animal this size is quite impressive, much less when she gets bigger. So it's good to have good handling practices, both for you and the animal, so that you're both just used to that kind of an interaction. But once you get them desensitized and well socialized, you can have some amazing animals to interact with. And I just adore this species. I think they're one of the most interesting species and most beautiful species out there. They're just really hard to beat, in my opinion. The curiosity, the curious nature. See if we can get you guys a good headshot of her. Sniff the camera. But she's not small. I mean, you can see, if I can stretch her out, she's by no means a small animal, but she's also not unmanageable. She's not unwieldy. She's definitely not an animal that I'm concerned about working with on my own or anything like that. But like I mentioned, you just always want to be safe in your handling practices. And with time, you can get wonderful animals that are really rewarding to work with, like this girl, and frankly, all the others. And remember, they're all individuals, right? They all have their own personalities. They all like and don't like different things. So Juliet's very relaxed and easygoing. She loves to come out, but she's not surfing the glass when she sees me as much as, say, Eve is, where Eve is looking and frankly expects to come out and get some socialization. Celia up there, my Anery tiger girl I've mentioned in the past. Celia is not a bad snake or defensive, but she would rather not interact quite as much with people. So when she does come out, she usually is on the run. She's trying to keep moving, and she'd rather get away from me and either go back home or go somewhere and hide. And we'll do a video on her as well. Like I said, she's not a bad animal. She's just a different individual that doesn't enjoy the interaction quite as much. I think there's a fine line between pushing through those barriers and also understanding and respecting that some animals aren't just gonna enjoy things the same as others, right? Some dogs are more playful than others. Some dogs do or don't like kids. And you just have to be cognizant of that and be smart about your handling and your interactions with them. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys Juliet. We will have a video out every Sunday. Today is later. Generally speaking, they will release at 8 a.m. on Sundays. So if you guys want to know when to look out for it, it should be 8 a.m. on Sundays. Today is late, like I mentioned, because of the shortcomings of my first attempted video. I figured it was worth it to get you guys a little bit better video that you could see the animal better quality, stuff like that. I did get the microphone in that we mentioned. I'm wearing that, so hopefully the sound quality is better for you all. And my editing is slowly, I think, getting better. I am anything but an audio video person, but I'm doing my best to learn and get better so that I can get better quality out for you all. And let me know if there's anything you want to see, or if there's any questions you guys have regarding specific animals, morph mutations, stuff like that, combinations, whatever you guys want to talk about, I'm more than happy to cover, so just leave it in the comments. And if you guys haven't, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. It really does help it grow, the algorithm stuff on YouTube. That kind of stuff, likes and subscribes are important. So if you guys wouldn't mind doing that for me, I'd really appreciate it. And we will be back next Sunday with another video. Have a great weekend, you all.